As dawn breaks over the Middle East, an ominous shadow looms large. The region, a historic crucible of civilizations, now finds itself at the epicenter of escalating geopolitical tensions. Recent U.S. military strikes in Yemen, Syria, and Iraq have sent shockwaves across the globe. These actions, far from arbitrary, are a calculated response to the tragic loss of American lives in Jordan. As shock turns to apprehension, we find ourselves on the precipice of an unfolding crisis, a retaliation that has sparked a potential global crisis. The world watches, holding its breath as responses pour in. From the four corners of the globe, reactions to the recent military strikes in the Middle East are as diverse as they are telling. The global news headlines are ablaze, each one capturing the essence of its nation's stance on the unfolding crisis. World leaders step forward, their voices echoing concern and anxiety. The common thread, a plea for restraint. From the chilly halls of power in Moscow to the sun-drenched terraces of the European Union, the call for diplomacy resonates, a chorus of appeals, each urging caution, each proposing diplomatic solutions to quell the rising tensions. But amid the global outcry, the reality remains stark. The specter of escalation looms large, threatening to plunge the world into a conflict of unimaginable proportions. The international community stands on the brink, the urgency for diplomatic intervention palpable. The world stands at a crossroads, the need for diplomacy never more critical. Amidst the chaos, the voice of America rings clear. President Joe Biden, in his official statement, confirms the strikes, painting a picture of a nation driven by the necessity of retaliation, yet anchored by a desire to prevent a full-scale conflict. His words echo a steadfast resolve, a pledge to protect American lives while striving to maintain a delicate balance on the world stage. It is a dance between force and diplomacy, a commitment to measured response, a commitment to peace. The ripples of this crisis reach far and wide, felt most acutely in the heart of the Middle East. From the bustling markets of Beirut to the tranquil mosques of Muscat, the echoes of this unfolding drama resonate. Streets teem with protesters, their voices a chorus of fear, anger, and defiance. The air is thick with tension, the people united in their concern for the future. International relations experts, too, are abuzz with analysis. They warn of potential regional consequences, from economic instability to heightened sectarian divides. The Middle East, already a complex tapestry of cultures, religions, and politics, now faces yet another layer of complexity. Yet amid the fear and uncertainty, there is a glimmer of hope, a hope for dialogue, for diplomacy, for peace. A hope that the echoes of war will be replaced with the harmonious symphony of unity and cooperation. The region waits, poised on the edge of uncertainty. In the eye of the storm, Iran responds. The Iranian government articulates its stance, echoing threats of retaliation. They perceive the U.S. attacks as more than an act of aggression. To them, it's an adventurous and strategic mistake. Their words, imbued with defiance and resolve, underline the gravity of the situation. This isn't just about Iran or the United States, it's about the potential consequences for the entire world. A strategic mistake, Iran warns, as the world watches on. As the dust settles, the question remains, what does the future hold? The world is teetering on the brink of a vast precipice. Geopolitical experts predict a multitude of scenarios, each one more complex than the last. From potential hotspots of conflict to the ripple effects across the globe, the repercussions are vast and far-reaching. Maps and graphs can only tell us so much. The true outcomes? Only time will tell. A future uncertain, a world at the crossroads.